So let me recap this whole cluster F of a situation. Illymation, a storytime animator, made a video called The Perks of Being a Fat Kid. The creator, Think Before You Sleep, whose name is Sean, made a response video, which was critical of her philosophy about nutrition and diet culture. And afterwards she received critical comments on her video. Then one of her followers on Tumblr told her that a total creep did a takedown of her video. And of course Illymation did the rational thing and ignored the video and the mean comments.
It's false. No way. Not this time.
Okay, she didn't do that, but she did delete and block comments, and watch the video and make a response.
It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication.
Okay, she didn't do that either. Instead, she decided without watching the video to ask her followers on Tumblr to report the video. And because of this, Sean got wind of this and responded along with other creators. And in turn, she got more hate and even got doxxed, which of course is wrong. Most people like me automatically assume doxing is wrong, and would have to say they approve of doxing for me to think otherwise. Like normally I would think most rational people would think it's wrong to report a video for cyberbullying that you didn't even watch, and tell others to do the same. But since Illy did do that, we know that she does condone it. So a pretty dumb situation that is pretty straightforward. Hopefully a person with a terrible rep doesn't come in and muddy the situation.
Here I come to wreck the day!
Yeah, so Noah comes in with an hour-long video that while it does have some points I agree with, they're very far and few in between. And on the whole, the video is an overlong, unfocused biased mess that plays down what Illy did and plays up what Sean did. Now this video is going to mostly focus on Noah's part of the video where he talked about Sean attacking Illymation's appearance. Because clearly, since this is the first topic after the summary that Noah criticizes Sean for, means it's important and very substantial. And Noah says that Sean insults her appearance for a good part of the video.
I want to talk about how Sean spends a good amount of his video insulting Illy's appearance under the guise of giving her tips on how to be more attractive.
She could easily be considered attractive by most people if she just stopped wearing those grandma glasses, picked better clothes, learned how to style her hair instead of always leaving it flat to her head with maximum forehead showing, and watched some makeup tutorials.
He's out of line, but he's right.
It's funny because Noah says in the video that Sean is deceptive and lies. When Noah cuts out the framing and context, not just to this part but the whole section, where Sean talks about her appearance.
Focus on Alyssa's personal beef with her weight, starting out with an experience of hers at an award show.
At the end of 2022, I was nominated for a Streamy Award in the animation category. So I got to walk the Streamy's red carpet and attend the awards ceremony, which was a blast. But when all the photos came out, I felt that oh so familiar lava flow of shame consume me. I hated how wide my legs were when I posed. I hated that squishy part under my chin that stuck out when I smiled.
Alyssa talks down about her appearance a lot in her videos. This is despite having decent features like strawberry blonde hair.
So she talks down about her own appearance. Gee, it's almost like that line gives context to why he wanted to give her advice.
I want to talk about how he spent what must have been hours digging around her social media accounts to find photos of her eating junk food and of her body at a time when she weighed less in order to accuse her of lying about her diet.
So now I have to do some investigating to find out what Alyssa's eating habits are. After scrolling down through her community tab, the only thing I was able to see her eating was ice cream. Strike one.
So he looked for hours in her social media to see if she's cheating on her diet. So on her YouTube community tab, it took me like 10 seconds of scrolling to find the milkshake picture, and the only other picture of her eating, which is actually her drinking something. So 2 pictures Noah says took him hours to find. Now he does put an "and" after lumping her with pictures of her weighing less. I don't know if Noah thinks each of those, which in total is 4 pictures, took him hours to find, but I would say even at most it took 30 minutes to find. And I am being charitable. I don't know if Noah is being dense or lying, but this is hilarious. 4 pictures took someone hours to look up in 2024? While that is a terrible exaggeration, I think Sean's point in this part of the video is pretty weak, because his evidence of her cheating is just 2 pictures. And in her video eating Frosted Flakes and at the grocery store, with a shopping cart with unhealthy food in it. Not the strongest evidence of her cheating on her diet. If Noah wasn't busy doing the same thing he accused Sean of doing, he could have highlighted it more.
I want to talk about how he had to lie for a lot of these insults, like how the very next post on her community tab after the milkshake thing showed her holding a bag of wheat bread.
And he had to lie about a lot of these insults. So many insults. And the lying. He lied because in the next photo is a picture of wheat bread. Wheat bread is not exactly salmon or kale. It's at best not the absolute worst food for you. It might be better than regular bread, even though there's some articles that claim they're basically the same. But even if it's better, just because orange juice is healthier than a can of Coke, doesn't make orange juice healthy. Orange juice is basically sugar with a bit of vitamins in it. And also we don't know what type of wheat bread it was. It could have been the best version or the worst. Point is, wheat bread isn't the healthiest food. It's not exactly the great point Noah thinks it is.
Or how the photo he used to insult her fashion sense by saying she dresses like a homeless person.
Holy shit, that is bad. This girl has millions of followers, yet if you saw her out in public, you'd be afraid that she's about to pester you for spare change.
Was taken while she was hiking, and Sean knew that, but cropped out the identifying information so that his audience wouldn't. The less perceptive ones anyway, given that she's, sitting on a log in dirt.
So actually I agree with Noah here. It's deceptive to act like this is normal dress wear, and that it's something that she wears all the time when in fact she's hiking. Good job, Noah, you actually proved a point.
A shocking upset.
I feel shocked.
But now comes the grand finale.
Anyway, given that she's, sitting on a log in dirt. I want to talk about all that, but I have to shelve those points for now because there's a more pressing issue at hand, which is that Sean's videos caused a doxing.
Oh wait, sorry, I guess I must have cut out the part where he comes back to talking about Sean insulting her appearance. Oh, there is none. But it was the first topic after the summary that Noah criticizes Sean for because Noah says that Sean insults her appearance for a good part of the video. But that was what, 1 minute and 16 seconds? And he said he would come back to it. So he was being deceptive and lied?
This guy's incorrigible.
Now some of you could say that portion in Noah's video is brief. But what about Sean's video? I must warn you that this isn't pretty.
The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Hold on to your butts.
She could easily be considered attractive by most people if she just stopped wearing those grandma glasses, picked better clothes, learned how to style her hair instead of always leaving it flat to her head with maximum forehead showing, and watched some makeup tutorials. And holy shit, that is bad. Why did she think this would look good? Whoever animated this scene did not do that dress justice. Well, all that weird stuff going on in the middle of her dress immediately causes me to focus on her stomach, and the overall design of the dress ends up making her look bigger than she actually is.
Turn it off.
Second, while you can't see it well in the picture, the animation shows that the dress has a break in it, which brings attention to the legs. Last, if you look closely, you can see the dress is see-through. Why would you pick a see-through dress with an opening in it if you don't want people to focus on your legs?
Turn it off.
How do you draw people for a living but don't know fashion?
Turn it off!
This girl has millions of followers, yet if you saw her out in public, you'd be afraid that she's about to pester you for spare change. She has the fashion sense and physical self-awareness of Abby Shapiro. Instead of wallowing in depression about how you look on camera with an unflattering angle, an unflattering pose, and a bad outfit, why not work on the things that are causing you insecurity? You said you didn't like how you looked in this really bad fashion choice of a dress, and you wanted to be thinner. I will agree that Alyssa's posture is horrendous, so any improvement in that is good. Posture like this is going to cause you a lot of problems when you hit 30, if it hasn't already.
So about 1 minute and 20 seconds of Sean's 36-minute video. That is a good portion of a video according to Noah. And oh my god, the insults. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. But in all seriousness, the insults were 1 minute and 20 seconds long. Because the purpose of those portions was because illymation in her video talks about how she talks down about her own appearance. Like her going to an award show and hating how she looked in the photos. Sean wasn't just being a prick like.
We have a Brett Cooper reaction, the Daily Wire astroturfed right-wing streaming content market void filler. The show is called The Comment Section because most of it is her reading comments from the comment section because she has zero funny, interesting, insightful, charismatic, or any other positive descriptor thoughts. That it's just fully empty.
Giving lavender baddie with the space baddie glasses and the gloves and those course, the inches, and the belly. If you guys are partying, be safe tonight and have fun! And last but not least, Happy New Year's, besties!
I was just informed that that is a man. Normalization has gone too far. Just saying. That's just all I can say.
I am tired of Earth.
It is all you can say because you don't say shit on your show. You just play movie clips. Damn! Damn! Me when I watch Brett Cooper and want to puke because it's so boring.
Damn!
Brett, thank you, Brett, for your input. Love Brett, you know, always bringing out the good, bringing out the laughs. She's also one of 10 of the failed Hollywood actors, a part of the Daily Wire, which I always think is hilarious. Deeply untalented people that turn to right-wing grifting to make money, and it works, they make money, but they'll never make anything that's good.
If your chromosomes are XX and you're young, you menstruate. If you're XY, you don't.
Correct, but what about trans men and non-binary? We're
not men.
excluding a whole group of people.
They're women
that
dressed
menstruate.
as men. You are not a man.
Damn, that 5th grade teacher reveal is wild. That's a fucking downer, dude. Obviously, we know that people like this exist at every level of society, but there's something about this one just feels bad, bro. With guys like this, I think personally that we just need to wait for them to die out.
Putting down women by saying that. So you're actually anti-women. I'm pro-woman.
Ooh. Got him. Hit him with that Umo reverse card. Sometimes the real misogyny was the friends we made along the way. Now, I wouldn't consider myself authoritarian by any means, but I think gender content street interviewers should all be rounded up and put into a hole. A big hole in the dirt in the woods. Put them all there. Toss in some handheld mics and ring lights and let them duke it out. Let them discover how to ask questions in the most annoying way that's humanly possible. First thing that was interesting that happened here was everybody trying to reframe this controversy as the libs getting triggered. You've probably seen this. The libs are triggered over the clip of this guy, so they say. When people are just kind of making fun of him, you know, they're making jokes about it. Longtime supporter of the show, Hasanabi, tweeted out, "This weird British guy losing his mind over selecting pronouns in Starfield is the perfect demonstration for why we must bring back lobotomies." Another content creator called The Act Man tweeted, "Gorilla-shaped man on the verge of crying because Starfield lets you pick pronouns at the start of the game and then it's never brought up again. Somebody please shoot this guy with bear tranquilizer. He's going to attack someone." These are, of course, edgy joke tweets, right? Not really my cup of tea personally, you know? I'm not a big edgy tweeter guy. I don't know such cases of that. But it's nothing out of the ordinary for these sorts of content creator back and forth.
He was giving her advice, which in turn was giving the audience advice. But most of the quote-unquote insults were about her fashion, not her body. Was what Sean said really out of pocket? I mean, really people made it out like Sean was really out for blood. Yes, he did exaggerate things. Which again is funny because Noah does the exact thing he accuses Sean of, lying and exaggerating. And on other videos, Noah insults people he disagrees with. Should I tell you in the audience to flag his video for cyberbullying? You see what I mean? This is a stupid game where you win stupid prizes. Just admit you don't like Sean, most likely because of his politics. So are you using the situation and Noah's video to say, hey, you did a bad thing, you deserve to be punished? Which if all you mean is criticism, then fine, because I can either ignore it or throw it right back. But when you start going down the flagging route, things get serious. Because if you say it's fine to do that to someone that you don't like, that same weapon can be used against someone you do like. And please be honest, how many creators on YouTube do you watch do the same thing you accuse Sean of doing? Please just be honest and consistent.